YouTube, Vape Review King here. I got one of my build guys going to do a build and we're going to kind of walk you through it. So if you don't know how to build something, either you can come here and have this guy Tony build it for you for what, $8? Or you can build it yourself. But be safe and take your time. Alright, let's get into it. Alright, Tony.
Alright, so we got the Tobe atomizer clone, 22mm. What I do is I always start off with my ohm reader, get it up on there. And today we're going to be doing a dual coil build using 26 gauge, 4 ramp. It should give us, see, dual coil 4 ramp 26 gauge should give us approximately a 0.4. So what I do is I'll pick this guy right here. It's about a 3/32 drill bit. Come down here. Then I'll hold this, the longer piece. I'll hold that with my thumb. Do my wraps as close as I can. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pull it tight. And then what I'll do is I'll use needle nose or little pliers. Pull it straight. Make sure it's tight. With some wire cutters. Clip that. Then it's important to have one lead longer than the other so that it's easy to get it started. That, and then go through the middle. Okay, and then I'll use the needle nose pliers or regular pliers. Pull it through. Tighten down the negative. That. There's one coil in there. Then for the second coil, 1, 2, 3, 4, as tight as possible. Pull it tight. Take my pliers, roll it around like that. Now you want to make sure that the coils are as tight as possible.
Very close together.
Very close together.
You can see there's no gap.
No gap at all. And I'll clip. Come in here. And to make it easier for me to be able to, free up some room, I'll clip the negative lead. And then I'll go ahead and clip that positive lead. And always important when you go to clip your leads, turn your face so that the wire doesn't fling in your face, because that's happened before and it hurts.
Safety first, guys.
Okay, then I'll go ahead and take the longest lead, stick it at negative. Okay. Stick that in there. Take the pliers, pull the negative lead tight. Make sure it's even. Screw down the negative. Not too tight. You don't have to worry about it with thicker gauge wire, 24, 22, 20, 18, but with 26, sometimes with 28, if you go to tighten down the posts, the screws on the post too tight, you could break the wire. Okay, and now tighten the positive lead. Okay, and from this angle, I want to make sure that the coils are as far out. They're the same. They're the same. This one's not hella, close to the edge, and this one's really close. So I want to make sure they're the same.
Equal distance from the post.
Equal distance. Go ahead and get in as close as I possibly can. And it's best to use a really sharp point, really fine point wire cutters so that you can get in really close versus like these big bulky ones. Okay, some people like to use fingernail clippers, but you can't get in as close compared to these. These are super cheap from Harbor Freight. Okay, now I'll just check the resistance, 0.36.
Closer, I can't see it.
Okay, 0.36.
0.36.
That's going to go up. Okay, so what we'll do now is I'll use my mod to I call it pinch and squeeze. You want to put this on your mod, and then you fire the coils, get them hot, tighten them up. That. See, they're not straight. They're kind of crooked. They're not firing up evenly. So.
And by doing that, you don't have to use a torch to heat up the wire.
Yeah, you could do that, or you could do it this way. So.
Right.
Yeah, come around. And then what I like to do is I'll take my precision screwdriver and I'll go in there and I'll kind of push the coil one way and then push it back the other way. This. Even, and then pull up and out. See, now it's see, the coils are
Even.
they're even on both sides. And then I'll take it in there and I'll tilt it and I'll fire it again.
Looking pretty even.
And then pans, hold it gently. You want them firing evenly. Okay, and I don't know if you can tell on the camera, this coil over here is lighting up a little bit harder, a little bit faster than this one.
Press it. Oh, yeah.
And so then I'll switch it to the other side. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I just fired it, so I don't want to, grab this with my fingers because I could burn myself. So
Safety first.
So use some pliers. Be careful not to touch the wire. Put it back on the ohm reader.
Again, remembering that your coils are hot. Safety first.
So 0.39.
Okay.
The final
so
product.
it went up 3?
0.3. So
0.3.
0.39 4 wrap dual coil.
Almost exactly what you said it would be.
Okay, then I take my little cotton ball. CVS Pharmacy has really good cotton, really soft, organic cotton.
Or you can get your cotton at Vape pharm in Vallejo.
Yep. And what I'll do is I'll look for the outside piece and I'll unroll it. Okay. Take your scissors, shears.
Whatever you're using.
Okay. Got a flat piece like that. There we go. So I got my piece right there. And then I'll put it in my hand, roll it a little bit, and I'll kind of form it, pull it apart gently so that it's not too thick, too much cotton. With too much cotton, if it's too tight going through the coils, you could get a dry head or it wouldn't wick evenly. So then I'll roll it, make the point real fine, stick it through. If I can't get my fingers in there, I'll use
Tweezers.
tweezers. That's what these are called. Right. Okay, then I'm pulling. If it gets too tight, I'll roll this. Okay, so that's too loose, so I'll come back right there, and then I'll go back and forth. That, see, that's one. There's many different ways you could do this. You could tuck both. You could tuck both under, or you could go. I'm gonna do this. Clip this right there, and then we'll see like this. The wire. Here's the negative lead. It's going. There's the wire right here going from the far left side of this coil to the negative lead.
I don't know if you can see
there's
it there
a wire
coming
there.
out. Yeah, there it is.
But there's no wire on this side. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tuck this in between this post like that. I call this the under over, and then with this piece I'll just tuck it under like that. There's a little bit. What I like to do is where I rolled it, I'll clip that off
because it doesn't soak as well, right?
It doesn't soak up as much. So I will tuck that under there. And you want to make sure that the coil is not, the cotton's not covering the coil. Okay, and see, then I got this side, this piece of cotton going down to the deck, so got the juice, but not too much. Okay, it's another piece. If I think I have too much, I'll just pull a little bit off. It's a good thing about cotton; it's cheap.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll roll it like that.
Let me just take a quick second to say we assume no responsibility for anything that may or may not happen to you while you're doing this build. This is strictly for educational purposes. We're not claiming to be professionals. I mean, Tony's pretty pro, but we're not claiming to say that this is exactly how you should do it. This is just how we do it, and if you can learn something from it, then awesome.
Okay, like that. Clip here, and then I will bring this side over like that. Okay, with the tiny flathead, I like to use a flathead, helps me tuck the cotton better. Go in there, make sure the coils aren't covered up. Make sure no cotton is sticking out so that when you put your top cap on, it gets stuck in between. So here's the dual coil with cotton, 100% organic.
And what's that reading
This
at?
is the over-under, and this is reading at 0.39.
Wow.
Always use safe batteries, 30 amp, or like the Sony VTC3 4s or 5s, or the Purple EFS 35 amp when doing sub-ohm. 0.39, that's not too low.
Safety first. We cannot stress that enough. Safety first.
And that should be good. And then always when you put your atomizer on, the top cap, line it up with the coils.
Because you want your airflow maximized.
Yeah, there's heat's going to come off there, and with the air holes. See, the Tobe added comes with 3 1/16 air holes
On each side?
on each side. Line up next to the coil for airflow and for heat dissipation.
So that's how it's done.
That's how it's done.
So hope this video was educational and helpful for all you guys out there who are trying to learn how to do this. If not, and you don't think you can do it, I would say come on down to Vape Pharm in Vallejo. Come talk to Tony. $8, he'll get you a great build that'll last a while, and remember, vape safely and vape on. Vape Review King out.